Good evening, South Africa. In the coming days, our country faces a test of leadership, of law, and of who we are as a people. Across South Africa, many people are angry and frustrated. I understand that frustration. Millions of South Africans cannot find work, families are struggling, communities feel abandoned, people see illegal immigration, corruption, crime, and a government that too often talks and talks while ordinary people pay the price. But I want to say this clearly tonight. Our frustration must never become hatred, and it must never become violence. We must never allow certain politicians or vigilantes to abuse the hardship caused by a failing economy to scapegoat and incite violence against foreign nationals to promote their own agendas. We are better than that. South Africans are not a hateful people. We are a decent, generous, resilient, loving people. In our transition to democracy, we were an example to the whole world that divisions can be resolved peacefully. Now, at this moment, let us once again show the best of who we are, not the worst of who we are. Let us show the best of our values, the best of our country. If people have come to our country illegally, the law must be applied. But it must be applied with the full knowledge that we are dealing with human beings. So we must condemn those who speak words they know may cost lives, but speak them anyway. To act with such lack of concern exposes a gaping hole in their souls where their humanity should be. These people are not leaders, and their words promise only violence and chaos for our country. To them I say, you do not speak for the people of South Africa. We know why South Africa is in this position. We are in this position today because the institutions which are supposed to enforce the law have been broken by years of corruption and bad government. And we're in this position because South Africa's economy is simply not growing nearly fast enough to create jobs. The work of fixing these broken institutions is not easy and it is not quick. And it starts with getting honest, competent people into government and then rebuilding the ability to actually uphold the law. Fortunately, we have a shining example of what serious reform looks like where the DA is in national government. At Home Affairs, DA Minister Leon Schreiber is doing the hard, painstaking work of building new systems and rebuilding institutions to undo decades of failure, securing our immigration system, digitizing and fixing broken processes, fighting fraud and corruption, and ensuring that those who are here illegally are processed lawfully and, where required, deported, always while upholding inherent human dignity. That is how a serious country deals with illegal immigration and rebuilding the state. Now, as for next week, threats of violence and anarchy cannot be acceptable in a constitutional democracy. The law must be enforced by the state, not by mobs, not by vigilantes, and not by politicians who stoke hatred for votes. Now is the time for SAPS and the criminal justice system to step up and enforce the law without fear or favor. No individual or group gets to set deadlines for who may live in South Africa. No one may demand another person's papers in the street. No one may threaten a family, close a shop, block a road, or loot a business. These actions do not demonstrate the values of the best of our country. And wherever the DA governs, let me be absolutely clear. We are the party that will protect law and order. Where the DA governs, law enforcement services will be ready, visible, and firm. We will work with the SAPS. We will keep roads open. We will protect businesses, homes, public transport, clinics, schools, and places of worship of all people. And I call on every government in South Africa, national, provincial, and local, to do the same. Earlier today, I reached out to President Ramaphosa to say that this must be a moment for all governments to work together. DA governments, ANC governments, provincial governments, local governments, and national government. Every mayor, every premier, every minister, every law enforcement agency has a duty to lower the temperature, prevent violence, protect communities, and uphold the law. This is a moment for every government to show that the law still means something in our country, because that is what real government does. Our responsibility as a government is to protect people, uphold the law, and keep order. We must also be honest about the real crisis. South Africa's deepest problem is not a vulnerable person selling vegetables on a corner who happens not to have been born here. It is an economy that does not grow, and a state that does not work, and a government that has failed to create jobs, secure our borders, fight crime, and deliver basic services. That is the real work. Jobs, growth, safety, clean government, well-managed migration, and a country that actually works. So tonight I call on every South African. Let us not be drawn into hatred. Let us not share messages that inflame fear. Stand for your country by standing for peace, order, and the Constitution. Let us show the world who we South Africans really are. Let us show the best of our values and the best of our country. I am praying for peace in the days ahead. Thank you.